Sagruve Sharanam. Good morning dear students. Welcome to our online class. Before going to our topic, you need to get acquainted with certain terms. So, I would like to recollect simple two incidences. That is, first one, after your examination, which process is going or taking place in our college or other institutions? The answer is evaluation or valuation. How evaluation or valuation is done? Evaluation or valuation is done with the help of standard reference book or keynotes prepared by the evaluators, isn't it? Secondly, for purchasing a material from a shop, what do we want? We want the buying material has certain following qualities like good quality, good durability, good purity, etc. etc. Do you know why I am telling these terms and incidences? That is, connecting from the above terms and incidences, here there is no paper valuation or not, but our subject is medicinal botany. Here crude drugs are evaluated. Here crude drugs are evaluated. So, today our topic is basics of herbal drug standardization or evaluation. Basics of herbal drug standardization or evaluation. Its Malayalam name is മരുന്നുകളുടെ ഗുണനിലവാരം അളക്കൽ, മൂല്യനിർണയം നടത്തൽ ഓർ വിലയിരുത്തൽ. ഇറ്റ്സ് തമിഴ് നെയിം ഈസ് മരുന്ന് മതിപ്പീഡ് ഓർ മരുന്ന് മതിപ്പായം. Isn't it clear? Then next is, as you know, the fundamental details about the crude drugs, that is plant crude drugs or herbal drugs have been using from the time immemorial. Then what is a crude drug? Then why they are therapeutically or pharmacologically active one? Then classification of crude drugs. As you know, but however, I shall once again explain the terms, that is what is a crude drug. Crude drug includes only natural substances which have undergone drying and collection. There is no artificial method is implemented in the case of crude drugs. Then why they are therapeutically or medicinally active one? Because our body is filled with internal organs and internal constituents. Likewise, plants have certain active principles or chemical constituents found in them. Therefore, they are therapeutically or pharmacologically active one. Then classification of crude drugs. Generally, crude drugs are classified into two types: organized drugs and unorganized drugs. Organized and unorganized. Then main difference between organized and unorganized drugs. In the case of organized drugs, the plant parts are as such is used as medicinal preparations or as medicines. As such, plant parts as such is used as medicine or for medicinal preparations. That is called organized drugs. What is unorganized drugs? Certain plant exudations, secretions or saps are used as medicines or what? Or medicinal preparations. That we call it as unorganized drugs. Then another important difference between organized drugs and unorganized drugs, in organized drugs they have a well defined cellular structure, but in the case of unorganized drugs no, they have no well defined cellular structure. Then straightly pass on to herbal drug evaluation or standardization. That is, as I told the above, keynotes or standard reference book. In this case, a reference book is set, or reference books are set to evaluate crude drugs in raw and powdered form. That book is called pharmacopoeia. Remember that word, pharmacopoeia. That is Aushadha Sasya Shastra Grantham. Evaluation is done by comparing the unknown sample with known monograph. Monograph means each and every plant description in the pharmacopoeia is called monograph. Non-monograph written in the pharmacopoeia, that process is called authentication. Each and every steps in evaluation process or observation process, authentication is compulsory or must. That is all about it. Then pass on to definition of evaluation. What is evaluation or definition of evaluation? In definition of evaluation, that is the confirmation of its identity. Here its meaning crude drugs. Confirmation of its identity and determination of its quality and purity. Once again, evaluation or standardization of drug may be defined as confirmation of its identity and determination of its quality and purity. Here three terms: identity, quality and purity. IQP. Then as you had already finished this topic, adulteration. So the standardization or evaluation includes the detection of nature of adulteration in the crude drug also. Clear, isn't it? Then it includes the detection of adulteration of crude drugs is also included in the definition of standardization or evaluation. Then I shall explain the terms one by one. Identity. Identity is the biological source of the drug. That meaning the particular plant it is used and particular plant part it is used. That is the meaning identity. Then quality. What is quality? Quantity of, as I told above, that plants are filled with chemical constituents. That is the amount of chemical constituents or amount of quantity or amount of active constituents present in the crude drugs are called, what is called quality. Identity, quality, and in each and every drug there is a standard limit of active constituents present. If the limit exceeds, it means that it becomes an adulterant one or a poisonous one. Then next is called purity. P stands for purity. What is purity? Purity is the extent of foreign organic matter present in a crude drug. Purity, pure. That is the meaning here also. That is the meaning. That is, it is the extent of foreign organic matter present in the crude drug. Here in a pure drug it is devoid of foreign organic matter. That is the meaning. IQP, confirmation of its identity and determination of its quality and purity. That is the definition of herbal drug standardization or evaluation. Then methods of herbal drug standardization or evaluation, mainly 5 types can be classified one by one. First one is called macroscopic, morphological or organoleptic evaluation. Second one is microscopic evaluation. third one is physical evaluation, fourth one is chemical evaluation, and fifth one is biological or pharmacological evaluation. Today we will discuss with the macroscopical and microscopical evaluation. First one is called macroscopic evaluation. In each and every step, authentication is must. Authentication must or authentication must. In each and every step, authentication must. And in each and every step, I shall quote certain suitable examples. Then only you can understand very well. Clear? Are you cooperate with me? Yes. Then next is macroscopic. First one is macroscopic evaluation. Here the macroscopic evaluation is done in both organized and unorganized drugs. Both organized and unorganized drugs in raw and powdered form. In raw and powdered form. First, here the observation or evaluation is done through our naked eyes. Through our naked eyes, evaluation is done. Then next is the parameters found in macroscopic evaluation are as follows. First one, gross morphology. Second one, color. Third one, odor. Fourth one, taste. And fifth one, external features like texture, fracture and external markings. First one, gross morphology. How will you identify or determine or evaluate gross morphology? Gross morphology is evaluated by visual examination. Visual examination, that is I shall explain with a suitable example. When you got a turmeric or a ginger, or when you heard the term turmeric or ginger, straight away run at your mind is rhizome part. Rhizome part. That is the rhizome of ginger. The fashion of rhizome of ginger is one type and fashion of rhizome of turmeric is another type. That is the identification, like kurchi bark and cinnamon bark, like Strychnus naxomica and nigella seed. Here all these cases it can be evaluated or identified through noting and observing their gross morphology, that is morphological part of the plants, that is rhizome, root, fruit, seeds, entire plant, etc. etc. Then last step is it can be compared with the standards, that is authentication. Next is called here in the case of gross morphology, here macroscopical examination, here it can be evaluated by using our naked eyes. Therefore this evaluation is called macroscopic evaluation. Then next, pass on to color. How will you examine or evaluate the color of a drug? Through the evaluation, here the evaluation is done by using our eyes. First, again the example is ginger and turmeric. Take a ginger or turmeric piece, then observe it color. Then the buffer color of ginger and yellow color of what? Or dark yellow color of turmeric. Then it can be compared with what? It can be compared with the standards. Then you will be able to identify whether it is ginger or whether it is turmeric. That is the observation. Then pass on to odor. How will you identify or evaluate odor? Just take a drug, just smell it or inhale it. Certain smell is inhaled in your nose, that is by the observation. Here the observation by using our nose, and then that is, for examples are aromatic smell of umbelliferous fruits, balsamic smell of resins. You had already finished the topics, resins, umbelliferae, etc. Then spicy spicy odor of chili, etc., etc. Then it can be compared with the standards written in the pharmacopoeia. Then authentication process is done. Then next is taste. Taste, how will you identify the taste or evaluate the taste? Then again take a drug, then taste it by using our tongue, Then next, for example, sweet taste of licorice, adhimaduram, bitter taste of what? Naxomica, poison nut, and sour taste of tamarind, etc., etc. are the examples. Here color, odor, taste are evaluated or identified by using our sense organs. Our sense organs like eyes, nose and tongue. Therefore, macroscopical evaluation is otherwise called as organoleptic evaluation. Why it is called morphological evaluation? First, gross morphology is obtained for the evaluation of crude drugs. Therefore, it is called morphological evaluation. Why it is called macroscopic? In all these cases, it can be evaluated by using our naked eyes. That is why they are called macroscopic evaluation. Then pass on to size and shape. Size and shape. How will you identify or how will you notice or evaluate size and shape? Size and shape can be evaluated by measuring the length, breadth, etc., width, thickness, etc., through our using our hand or skin or eyes, etc. Here other organs of sense can be used. That is the method. Then here for example, in the case of Indian senna, the leaf, in most of the cases this size and shape observation is mainly found in leaf, flower shape, then bark shape, etc., etc. Then here the cassia, Indian cassia has a lanceolate leaf, but in the case of Arabian cassia has ovate lanceolate shape. Then notice the two cassias, then you will be able to identify whether it is Indian cassia or Arabian cassia. That is the method. Then it can be compared with the standards. Then you will be able to identify whether it is A or whether it is B. Then external features. First one is called texture. What is texture? Texture. How will you identify texture? Take a drug. Rub the drug using thumb and forefinger and feel it whether it is smooth or rough. Then it can be compared with what? Compared with the standards expressed or written in the pharmacopoeia. That is the method. In most of the cases, powdered drugs texture can be evaluated by using this method. Then next is called a fracture. How will you identify the fracture? The fracture is identified by first take a drug, bend it, automatically it break. Therefore, the broken surface is evaluated or the observed. Broken surface is observed, but different crude drugs have a different broken drug pattern. Then notice that part. It can be compared with the standards. Then evaluation is done. Then next pass on to external markings. Most cases of drugs, dried and fresh form of drugs, dried drugs, most of the cases external markings are different shape, wavy or annulated. Adupole like fracture is also, fractured surface is also smooth, rough, granulated or fibrous, etc., are the cases. Then external markings are wavy, annulated or thick or smooth, rough, etc. are the external markings. Then you notice the or observe the observe the external markings, then you will be able to identify that particular plant part or particular plant, whether it is Naxomica or whether it is pepper fruit, whether it is cinnamon bark, etc., etc. In all these cases, in morphological or organoleptic or macroscopic evaluation, the parameters are gross morphology, color, odor, taste, external features like texture, fracture and external markings and size and shape. All these methods, in the case of, as I told above, that this method is applied or applicable in the case of both organized drugs and unorganized drugs. Unorganized drugs, I shall quote one example, that is in the case of Acacia arabica, gum arabic. Gum arabic and gum tragacanth have different shape. Gum arabic is ovoid in shape, gum tragacanth is vermiform, ovoid with vermiform striations are present in the case of gum tragacanth. Then you will be able to identify whether it is gum tragacanth or whether it is gum arabic. That is the method. Then next, in all these cases, naked eyes, naked using our visual examination or using our sense organs or other organs of sense. It is the simplest method. But while examining or evaluating by organoleptic method, there are certain restrictions, because like changes in the size and shape of the drug during packing and drying. For example, I shall quote on example, that is cinnamon bark reduces in length during packing and drying. So also digitalis leaves crumble in size, crumble in size during packing and storing. Therefore, there are certain limitations are also found in organoleptic evaluation. That is all about the organoleptic evaluation. Then pass on to microscopic evaluation. Here, the microscopic evaluation is entirely different from macroscopic evaluation or organoleptic evaluation or morphological evaluation. Then pass on to microscopic evaluation. Microscopic evaluation is done by using microscope or other similar equipments. Using microscope or other similar equipments. Even camera lucida is also used. Camera lucida is also used in this case. Then microscopic evaluation is applied, you should remember that point, applied only in organized drugs. Why? Organized drugs. Why? In organized drugs only a well-defined cellular internal structure is found. Internal structure is found in the case of only in organized drugs. In organized drugs, powdered form and raw form is raw and powdered. Raw and powdered form is evaluated by using this method. Then in one by one, then in microscopic evaluation is classified into mainly two types. First one is qualitative microscopic evaluation. Qualitative microscopic evaluation and quantitative and opposite, quantitative microscopic evaluation. Qualitative microscopic evaluation and quantitative microscopic evaluation in both raw and powdered form. Raw and powdered form. Here also raw and powdered form. Then explanation of one by one. Here in Microscopical or anatomical evaluation, here the detailed examination of the drug by its known histology. Histology, anatomy another name ആണ് histology. By noting its histological or anatomical characters. That is all about it. Then first one, qualitative. Here to qualify or എന്താണ് here the arrangement of cells, arrangement of tissues, arrangement of cell contents, arrangement of trichomes, etc. can be noticed. In first one, qualitative microscopic evaluation for raw drugs. Here arrangement first, before evaluation like your anatomy practical, take TS. Then what? Then stain it, mount it and observe it under the microscope. I shall say an example. In the case of Naxomica seed TS nath, and then the epidermis, below the epidermis, uniform parenchymatous endodermal cells are found. This observation is found in the case of Naxomica. Then only you will be able to identify this drug is Naxomica TS of Naxomica seed. Qualitative microscopic powdered raw drug evaluation for Naxomica seed is like this. Then it can be compared with the standards. Here histological observation. Then pass on to powdered drugs. Qualitative microscopic evaluation for powdered drugs. Here before evaluation some powder is taken, or take the powder, then stain it and mount it and observe it under the microscope. Here the parameters used as follows. Qualitative microscopic evaluation for raw drugs first ആണ് explain ചെയ്ത്, അത് take the TS, then stain it and mount it under glycerin and observe it under the microscope. Then here the arrangement of cells and tissues are observed. It can be compared with the standards. That is all about the raw type. Then qualitative microscopic evaluation for powdered raw drugs. Here the parameters are cell contents. Observe the cell contents and trichomes. First of all, consider about cell contents. The cell contents found inside the anatomical structures of each and every raw drugs are calcium oxalate crystals, sclerids, starch grains, etc. I shall quote some examples. For example, in the case of clove powder, clove unopened flower bud powder, in the microscopical observation of powdered clove powder, observation is calcium oxalate and sclerid crystals are absent. But in the case of clove stalk powder, under the observation of microscope, you will be able to identify the clove stalk powder consists of what? Calcium oxalate crystals and sclerids. Then you will be able to identify whether it is clove powder and clove stalk powder. Clove powder and clove stalk powder, it can be compared with that of what? Compared with that of standards. That is, authentication is already done. Then next cell content is calcium oxalate crystals. In the case of here clove. Then next example is in the case of digitalis purpurea. In the case of digitalis purpurea, only calcium leaves in the powder, stain it, mount it, and under the microscopical observation consists of no calcium oxalate crystals. But in other varieties of digitalis, digitalis consists of calcium oxalate crystals. Then you will be able to clearly able to understand whether it is digitalis purpurea leaf powder and whether it is the other species of digitalis purpurea leaf powder. Then next example is size of the starch grains can be also observed through anatomical observation under the microscope. I shall quote one example that is called in Cinnamomum cassia. What is it? In Cinnamomum cassia, you know Cinnamomum veeram, cinnamon bark. That is in Cinnamomum cassia, Cinnamomum cassia, in Cinnamomum cassia, the length or the size of the starch grains, the size of the starch grains are more than 10 micron. But in the case of other varieties like Cinnamomum veeram etc., in other species Cinnamomum veeram, it is less than 10 micron. Then the microscopic observation of powdered drugs of Cinnamomum cassia and other varieties of Cinnamomum consist of what? The length, measuring the length. Here the observation parameter is length of what, or size of starch grains. Starch grains more than 10 micron in the case of Cinnamomum cassia and less than 10 micron in the case of Cinnamomum veeram. Then you will be easily will be able to identify what, whether it is Cinnamomum cassia and whether it is other species of Cinnamomum. That is all about the evaluation, qualitative microscopic evaluation for powdered drugs. Then pass on to quantitative microscopic anatomical evaluation. Here to quantify the microscopical features or microscopical structures. First one, quantitative microscopic evaluation for raw drugs. Quantitative microscopic evaluation for what? Raw drugs. Raw. Not powdered drug. Then it is raw drug. Quantitative microscopic evaluation. Quantitative microscopic evaluation for raw and powdered drugs. Powdered drugs. First one, raw drug. The parameters under quantitative microscopic evaluation are: first one, stomatal number, second one, stomatal index, third one, vein islet number, fourth one, vein termination number, last one, palisade ratio. Then I am ready to ask a question. These terms are related to which part of a plant? That is leaves. Leaves. Here, before examining or observing these parameters, raw dried raw drugs can be treated with chloral hydrate solution. Then peel the epidermal regions and epidermal regions peel ചെയ്തിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലീഫിനെ below epidermis or upper epidermis peel the upper or lower epidermis, then observe these parts. First one, stomatal number. It is the number of stomata present per square millimeter of the epidermis. You know the stomata are found on the leaf surface on the epidermal region. Isn't it? Stomata. Stomata. Here and there stomata are found. Here and there stomata are found. In the epidermal region, stomatal number. What is stomatal number? It is the average number of stomata found in the epidermal region of what? Epidermal region of the leaf is called stomatal number. It can be a constant for each and every crude drug. Then it is as a diagnostic character for the evaluation of raw drugs and detection of adulterants. For example, in Datura stramonium or Datura, the observation of stomatal number in the upper epidermis is 141. Then you will be able to identify that particular raw drugs Datura stramonium through microscopic quantitative evaluation. Then you will be able to identify the Datura stramonium leaf. Then pass on to stomatal index. Stomatal index is a related term with the stomatal number. You know the stomata are found in the epidermal or leaf surface region. Then stomatal index is the percentage ratio of the stomatal number to the total number of epidermal cells and number of stoma. Here there is an equation for you, that is I. Stomatal index is equal to stomatal index I represents I, and it can be calculated by S divided by E plus S into 100. That is the percentage value you will obtain. That is stomatal index. What is stomatal index? It is the percentage of number of stomata. S stands for stomata, number of stomata. E stands for number of epidermal cells, and S stands for again number of stomata. It can be it is the percentage of number of stomata to the total number of epidermal cells and number of stomata. It can be calculated. Stomatal index can be calculated by the equation I is equal to S divided by E plus S into 100. Then next is called stomatal index. I shall quote one example, that is in the case of Indian cassia, the observed value is 17.20, but in the case of Arabian senna, this value is 10.8 to 12.6. 17.20 to 10.8 to 12.6 observed in cassia, Indian cassia and Arabian cassia. Then you will be able to identify the drug and it can be compared with the standards. Then pass on to Vein Islet number. What is Vein Islet number? Then you know this shape of the leaf and structure of the leaf, midrib and certain lateral leaves. In between the lateral leaves, certain encircled regions are present. These regions are the area in which it is surrounded by conducting strands. Conducting area is surrounded by conducting strands. This is called vein islet. It is the average number of vein islet present per square millimeter of the epidermis is the count of vein islet number. It can be calculated in Indian senna and Arabian senna are as follows. In Indian senna, it can be calculated as the ratio 19 to 23. That is to quantify the special microscopical structures. 19 to 23. Then in Arabian senna, it can be calculated as 25 to 30. 25 to 30. Then it acts as a diagnostic structure for the evaluation of crude drugs. Here microscopic quantitative evaluation for raw drugs. Then next from these two values we concluded that whether it is Indian Senna or whether it is Arabian Senna, it can be compared with the standards. Then vein termination number. There are a leaf with midrib, lateral veins, then vein islet, and there certain terminated regions, vein terminated regions are found in the marginal space of the leaf. That is called vein termination number. It is the termination of the conducting strands. Vein islet is the area in which it is encircled by conducting strand is called vein islet, and vein termination is the termination of the conducting region is called vein termination. It is located in the margin of the leaf. What is vein termination? It is the average number of vein termination found in the leaf surface is the vein termination number. It can be a constant for each and every species and can be observed as a diagnostic feature for the evaluation of crude drugs and detection of adulterants. Then pass on to palisade. In the anatomical structure of a leaf, what we can see, that is epidermis, then palisade cells. Palisade, vertically elongated cells and spongy cells are found. Here and there spongy cells are found. Chloroplast is also found. In the case of palisade ratio, the count is, it is the average number of palisade cells present in one epidermal cell. It is the average number of 1, 2, 3, 4 palisade cells. It is the average number of palisade cells present in one epidermal cells. Usually 4 epidermal cells are the count of palisade ratio. It can be calculated or observed in two species, in Datura and Atropa. In Datura, it is observed as 4 to 7, and in Atropa it is observed as 6 to 10 as palisade ratio. Palisade ratio. What is palisade ratio? Palisade ratio is the average number of palisade cells present in beneath one epidermal cell. Usually 4 epidermal cell as the count. In Datura it is observed as 4 to 7, and in Atropa it is observed as 6 to 10. Then you will be able to identify whether it is Datura and whether it is Atropa, and it can be what? It can be compared with the standards. Then authentication is also done. Why palisade and epidermal cells are used as the counting for the evaluation of drugs? Because the palisade cells and epidermal cells bear definite relationship in the case of leaves. That is all about the quantitative microscopic evaluation for raw drugs. The parameters are stomatal number, stomatal index, vein islet number, vein termination number, and palisade ratio. Then quantitative microscopic evaluation for powdered raw drugs. Quantitative microscopic evaluation for quantitative microscopic evaluation for powdered crude drugs. Here another interesting feature, powdered drug. Here there is another interesting feature, that here to quantify the length and width of the characteristic features or chemical constituents or particles present in a particular drug. When the chemical and physical evaluation fail to evaluate the particular crude drugs, then depend upon that evaluation, that is quantitative microscopic evaluation for powdered drug is dependent. Here there is a special method. That method is called lycopodium Lycopodium spore method. Lycopodium spore method. Why this method is selected? Because in the case of a Lycopodium powdered raw drugs natana, before evaluating the drugs, the powdered drug and Lycopodium powdered drug plus Lycopodium powder are mixed with clove oil in the ratio 2:1. Powdered drug 2:1 powdered Lycopodium noted as 2:1 ratio clove oil mix ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ a saturated substrate is obtained and this substrate is taken and stain it, mount it in glycerin and observed it under the microscope. Then you will get the percentage through this method, percentage of purity of the particular crude drug and what determination of length and size, length and width, length and thickness of the particular raw drugs can be identified through this method, percentage of purity and determination of particles present in the crude drugs. I shall quote one example, that is in the case of through quantitative microscopic evaluation for powdered drug, for example ginger powder. In the case of ginger powder and Lycopodium powder plus ginger powder are mixed with 2:1 ratio in clove oil. Then mount it, stain it and observe it under the microscope. Then it can be calculated by an equation. That equation is called in Lycopodium spore method, the result percentage of purity of the drug and also the determination of particles present in that drug and also length and breadth of the particles. Here the equation is that percentage of purity is equal to N into W into 94,000 into 100 divided by S into M into P. Then which are the letters stands for? I shall announce the terms, that is first N. Here the substrates are Lycopodium powder and ginger powder. N is the number of particles present in 25 field of the sample. N is the number of particles. Here in the case of ginger powder, starch grains are present. Therefore N is the number of particles present per 25 field of the ginger powder. Then what is S? S stands for the number of Lycopodium spores present in that particular field, that is 25 field. Why Lycopodium spore is selected? The answer is that Lycopodium spores are uniform size, shape, thickness and everyone. In a average ഏകദേശം 25 mu micron in the size, shape, thickness. Then what is W? W is the weight of the sample of Lycopodium powder in mg. What is M? M is the weight of sample in the weight of sample per mg of the mg of the sample. Weight of the sample in mg, that is the weight of the sample. W is equal to weight of Lycopodium powder in mg. Next M is the weight of what? Weight of sample in mg. Then what is 94,000? 94,000 is the constant figure, that is in the case of Lycopodium powder, number of Lycopodium spores per mg. 1 mg lulla Lycopodium spores, it is a constant number. What is P? P is against, that is number of sample particles, number of sample particles present in the lycopodium powder is called what? Is called P. In the case of starch, in each and every drug, it value different and different. That is P value in the case of starch grains in ginger powder are 2,86,000. 2,86,000. I forgot one matter, that is in lycopodium spore method of quantitative microscopical evaluation, one thing you should remember, that particular sample powder contain well defined particle, either starch grains or any other spores, etc. And second is a single layer of cells or tissues present. അങ്ങനെയുള്ളതിനെ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. നെക്സ്റ്റ് യൂണിഫോം സൈസ് ആൻഡ് ഷേപ്പ് ഉള്ള പാർട്ടിക്കിൾസും ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം. എങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ഈ ഫോർമുല അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. N ഇൻറ്റു W ഇൻറ്റു 94,000 ഇൻറ്റു 100 ഡിവൈഡ് ബൈ S ഇൻറ്റു M ഇൻറ്റു P. ഹിയർ there is a value, percentage value is get, and percentage value is the the percentage value determines the percentage of purity of the drug and number of the quantify the length and width of the, then that number, that percentage is compared with the standards found in the pharmacopoeia. That is all about the. Then I forgot one thing, that is in qualitative microscopic what evaluation for raw drugsന്റെ കേസിൽ 2 parameters ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, which are the cell contents and trichomes. In trichomes, qualitative microscopic evaluation for raw drugs, trichomes, I forgot one thing, that is qualitative microscopic evaluation for in the raw drugs, powdered drug evaluation. One thing I forgot, that is qualitative microscopic evaluation for powdered drug. The parameters are, which are the parameters? Cell contents and trichomes ആയിരുന്നു. അതിൽ trichomes, I shall announce the trichome character. First one is called what is a trichome? It is the hairy like appendages from the epidermal region of what? Epidermal region of each and every plant part. Clear? Then next, with different types of trichomes can be observed in different plant parts. Therefore it acts as a parameter for determination or evaluation of drug and detecting the adulteration of drug. For example, first one, in trichomes, according to the number of cells and structure of trichome, it can be classified into trichomes. Cell contents and trichomes ആണ്. Cell contents cover ചെയ്തു. Then trichomes can be divided into, there is an elaborate study about the trichomes, can be classified into glandular trichome and non-glandular or covering trichome. Non-glandular trichome or covering trichome and glandular trichome. Then what is the appearance of a glandular trichome and non-glandular trichome? Here also, before evaluation, particular powder is take the particular powder, stain it, mount it and observe it under the microscope. Then observation is glandular trichome. What is the nature of a glandular trichome? This trichome consists of a spherical body at the tip. Here the observation is glandular trichome. For example, in the case of pepper fruit powder, do you know pepper? Pepper fruit powder glandular trichome observation ആണെങ്കിൽ you will be able to identify the particular powdered sample under qualitative microscopic evaluation or pepper powder. It can be compared with the standards, then authentication is also done. Then next is non-glandular or covering trichome. Non-glandular or covering trichomes are classified into unicellular and multicellular. Non-glandular trichomes are otherwise called as what? Covering trichomes. What is that? Covering trichomes. Covering trichomes. It can be classified into unicellular and multicellular. It is also a parameter for the identification of products and detection of adulterants. First consider as the unicellular, non-glandular unicellular trichome with lignified trichome, lignification. Outside the lignification കാണും. It is observed in the case of Naxomica seed powder. Naxomica seed powder. Naxomica seed powder. But in the case of cannabis leaves, cannabis concha leaves, the observation is non-glandular unicellular short sharply pointed curved trichome cannabis. When the observation is short pointed non-glandular unicellular sharply pointed trichome, then the result is cannabis leaf powder. Then it can be compared with the standard values, then you will be able to identify cannabis leaf powder. Then when the observation is short conical tubular trichome, this is found in senna or and tea. Do you drink tea? Yes, about tea. ടീയിലും സെന്നയിലും ഏത് ട്രൈക്കോംസ് ആണ്? ഷോർട്ട് കോണിക്കൽ ട്യൂബുലാർ ട്രൈക്കോം ഇൻ ദി കേസ് ഓഫ് ടി. ആൻഡ് വെൻ ദി ഒബ്സർവേഷൻ ഈസ് ഷോർട്ട് കോണിക്കൽ ട്യൂബുലാർ ട്രൈക്കോം, then you will be able to identify whether it is senna or tea leaf powder. That is the observation. It can be compared with the standards. Then pass on to multicellular trichome. Non-glandular multicellular trichomes is again divided into unbranched and branched. Unbranched and branched. Unbranched and branched. What is unbranched? In the case of non-glandular multicellular unbranched two-celled trichome found in the case of Datura. When the observation is microscopic observation is non-glandular multicellular unbranched two-celled trichome, that meaning is Datura leaf powder. It can be compared with the standard, then authentication is done. When the observation is non-glandular multicellular unbranched three-celled trichome, it is the observation of digitalis leaves. When the observation is non-glandular multicellular unbranched 4 to 5 celled, then the observation is what? Atropa leaf or Atropa powdered drug. It can be in these three cases, it can be compared with the standards, then authentication is done. Then next last is the non-glandular multicellular branched. There are two types of branched trichomes are found. Multicellular branched trichome, first one you know the family Malvaceae. Which are the, can you say one example of hairs in Malvaceae? That is, the answer is stellate hairs, star-shaped hairs. What is that? Star-shaped hairs or stellate hairs. Star-shaped hairs in multicellular branched non-glandular trichome. In the case of all members of Malvaceae powders, for example, Sida, Abutilon, Hibiscus, etc., possess which type of hairs? non-glandular branched multicellular hairs, all the members of Malvaceae. Malvaceae members. Then next is called T-shaped, that is non-glandular or covering multicellular branched T-shaped trichome. Here also multicellular structure is found T-shaped. What is it? T-shaped trichome, multicellular. Multicellular T-shaped trichome. It can be observed in Artemisia. That is a favorite for girls, Artemisia. Kulundanakku parayum. That is, it can be this observation of this non-glandular multicellular branched T-shaped trichome in the case of Artemisia. That is the observation. Here the microscopic powdered drug observation is T-shaped trichome. T-shaped trichome. Then you will be able to identify Artemisia powder. Artemisia powder, it can be compared with the standards. These are all about the microscopic and macroscopic evaluation. Here and then I sum up the points, that is in macroscopic evaluation through our naked eyes, sense organ, other organs of sense. The parameters are, which are the parameters? Gross morphology, color, taste, odor, size and shape, external features like which are the texture, fracture and external markings. Then all organized and unorganized drugs can be evaluated through this method, raw and powdered form. Then microscopic evaluation. In microscopic evaluation, one thing you should remember, that only organized drugs can be evaluated in raw and powdered form. Here noting the histology. In qualitative method, noting the which part? Arrangement of cells, arrangement of tissues and cell contents and trichomes. In it can be divided into qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative raw drug arrangement of cells and arrangement of tissues, and in qualitative powdered microscopic evaluation cell contents, calcium oxalates, chlorides, starch grains, and powdered drug cell contents trichomes. Then microscopic quantitative evaluation for raw drugs in the case stomatal index, stomatal number, vein islet number, vein termination number and palisade ratio. Then what is called quantitative microscopic evaluation for powdered raw drugs. The applied method is Lycopodium spore method, where the equation is N into W into 94,000 divided by into 100 divided by S into M into P. Here last Lycopodium spore method is applied for the evaluation of percentage of purity of particular drug and determination of number of constituents or particles, either starch particles or other pollen grain particles or other particles can be evaluated. So today I wind up my section with macroscopic and microscopic evaluation. Here there is one thing you should remember, here there is no paper evaluation, only standard herbal drug evaluation. Then macroscopic and microscopic evaluation. I hope you had got a small idea or a simple idea about macroscopic and microscopic evaluation. Then thank you all.